Welcome to What's Happening, a podcast created by and for the Anglophone East School District. Join us on your drive to work, your walk around the block, in the staff room, or while you're relaxing. You bring the coffee, and we'll bring the news. Welcome back, everyone, for another exciting episode of Sweet Tweets. This is probably one of the highlights of Stephanie and I's when we do this podcast, because we get to go through social media and check out all the amazing stories that you're sharing through Twitter, through Facebook, through Instagram, whatever it might be, and we get the opportunity to read them live on the air for the first episode of this year's What's Happening. This is Sweet Tweets.
Yeah, awesome. We just finished our first week of school, and everybody's in school today because all schools did staggered entry this week. So every student is in school today. So that's super exciting, and super exciting that this is the first time since March 2020 that all high school students have been together at their schools. So I think that's pretty exciting, and it must be like a very special kind of atmosphere in those schools today.
That's wild. And you know what? Great to have everyone back in the buildings and back to that atmosphere. And that's exactly why we do what we're doing right now with these Sweet Tweets, because there are some amazing stories happening, some from high schools, middle schools, elementary, all over. And anybody who's listening right now or watching us on YouTube, use the hashtag ASDE Sweet Tweets to get your tweet read on the air for the next episode of Sweet Tweets. So, Stephanie, let's kick things off with our first Sweet Tweet.
All right. So this week, I'm going over to Riverview High School, and yesterday, the mayor of Riverview, Andrew LeBlanc, went to the school to greet students and talk to students. He's also an alumni at the school, so that must have been very exciting for those kids to hear. He spoke to the grade 11 and 12 students. So that was really neat for them, and a super exciting way to kind of kick off the year and inspire students to, see what they could do after high school.
How awesome to have Mayor Andrew LeBlanc come in and chat with those students, and how inspiring to kick off the year and have someone from the community come in to talk to that, student body. So awesome for Riverview High to have Mayor Andrew LeBlanc come in. We have another tweet. We have a tweet that came out of Maplehurst from the Huskies. It's Boris the Spider. And for those of you who, I didn't know Boris the Spider, but this gigantic spider, the size of a chair, if you will, well, he is ready for the grade 6 scavenger hunt at Maplehurst. So amazing to see that they're doing a scavenger hunt around the building so that students get to know where everything is. And I would be kind of terrified to see Boris the Spider during my journey in the hallways.
Yeah, no kidding. It's the art teacher, Jennifer Aikman-Smith, made him, I think, and he's gigantic. And we'll attach a photo with our show notes or maybe in the video on YouTube so everybody can kind of see what he looks like. But it's pretty incredible.
That's awesome, and great work to the staff and to bring a scavenger hunt so that they get to know the building and the surroundings. And why not? Why not throw a gigantic spider in the mix to see what happens? So kudos to them at Maplehurst for bringing in Boris, and hopefully that all went well.
Yeah, and then over at Havelock Elementary School, so the grade 4 students are running a polling station, and the students at Havelock School are going to be participating in a mock election so that they can experience and start to understand the voting process rolling into our federal election that's happening on September 20th in Canada. And they'll follow the same routines and safety precautions as the federal election officials do in our own real elections. And they're going to tabulate votes and interpret results, and they'll be linked to the learning goals with the elementary math curriculum. So that's a pretty exciting way to meet curriculum outcomes.
Wow, super fun. That sounds so engaging. Like, I want to be part of it. Like,
yeah,
to know
me
more
too.
about what this looks like and how it works. So great job to them for putting that together, and hopefully it turns out well, and I'm sure the students will get a lot out of it. And one thing, that I'll mention here on Sweet Tweets is we've seen a lot of posts from our school, so many that it's hard for us to get them all in one episode. But because it's been the start of the school year, for anybody listening, if you're not already following your school's social media, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the social media may be, follow them, because a lot of schools put out some welcome back images of the staff getting ready, the school, some new signage or new paintings, whatever it might be. Very cool to see all that come through as a great welcome to kick off this new school year.
Yeah, I know Queen Elizabeth has been pretty actively tweeting all of their welcome back messages, and they also share a lot of information on that page. So if you're a parent from a school community, check out social media, because a lot of times schools post, cafeteria menus and things like that. They also send it home, of course, but it's a pretty easily accessible way to get that information.
Yeah, it's great, and it's great to see, other than voicemails coming through and whatever it might be, that way to connect with the community. Because sometimes, our teachers, our administrators, and our professionals in the building are quickly sharing something through social media to share that with the community, to say, here's what's going on, or, we have an upcoming event tonight, or whatever it might be. So follow the social media of that school. So, all right, what else do we have, Stephanie? Do we have one more that we can fit into our sweet tweet episode before we head out?
We do. We have coming up next Saturday, so that's the 17th of September, there is going to be a New Brunswick chess tournament. It is at, so it's at September 17th at the Rotary Lodge in Centennial Park. It's open to students in grades K to 12, and it is a chess tournament where kids can compete and win prizes and trophies, and they're going to compete all day. So you can find more information on that in our What's Happening newsletter, which goes out every Friday and is available on our social media as well.
Awesome. And we'll put a link to that in the show notes so that everyone has access to it, and they can see what that information is, because the chess tournament has been a big thing in our district every year.
Yeah.
A lot of students come out, amazing talent, and I would lose to most of our anybody, really.
Same. There is an email included, so that'll go in our show notes too if you have inquiries, so you can direct them directly to the organizers of the tournament.
Awesome. And before we head out, because I think we would be amiss if we didn't share this information, because I would say we have a celebrity in our district. And if not everyone follows the Olympics or the Paralympics, we have an ASDE alumni who is actually a gold medalist and silver medalist at this year's Tokyo Paralympics, Danielle Doris. So amazing to have that in our district, and be able to say that, she's from here, from Moncton, and wow, amazing. And I think she set a world record in her second event.
Yeah, it's incredible. I'm so excited for Moncton. I'm so excited for our district. And again, just a really inspiring story on, people from our little district and our little community who go on and achieve really, really great things.
Absolutely. So if you're out there listening and you're dreaming big, keep dreaming, because you never know what will come as you leave ASDE or as you're working through your career, whatever it might be. The future is in your hands, as we can see now. So congratulations to Danielle Doris and to her family. I'm sure this is an exciting and proud moment to be a silver medalist and a gold medalist at this year's Paralympics. So once again, everyone, we thank you for listening and watching us on YouTube. This was What's Happening. Every time we try to share sweet tweets with you, make sure you're using the hashtag ASDE sweet tweets. Follow us on social media to make sure you're getting updated with new information and new episodes that get posted. So as always, stay tuned, stay creative, and stay connected. This is What's Happening.